Hello everyone, Starkey 2014 back here for one more tonight. Uh, I just wanted to get on here and tell us another story. This is going to be a story more on the serious side, and it's going to be a story more on like the spiritual side of life and like kind of biblical in a way. It's going to be about the good Lord and Satan. It's going to be about that sort of stuff. Because I have this one experience that not a lot of people are going to believe, except for like the true Christians out there. They will probably get what I'm talking about here. But for a lot of people, this story is going to be very far fetched, but it's no lie. This is actually what I've seen, and we're going to talk about it today. I never thought I would be sharing this story on the internet with anybody, or sharing it like worldwide to where people could see it. But I do want to get this out in the open so people know about this story that I had and the experience I had while I was in the hospital one time. And without too much farther ado, I am going to take a couple puffs of a cigarette, and then we're going to get straight into the story. So this story takes place sometime in 2022. Okay, so what happened was, how it all started was, I had this boxing match coming up in the Backyard Fed, XWW Backyard Sports. Go follow them if you haven't already. But anyway, I had a boxing match coming up with this knockout artist, and I had seen him knock out my buddy a year before this in 2021, so I knew what to watch out for and like better prepare myself to fight him. And I ended up winning the fight because he got winded after the first round, but he did hit me really hard, and I knew he was there, but I kept going and kept my composure. Otherwise, he might have come out for a second round, I don't know. But anyway, I won the fight, and then afterwards, once I got home, I realized I had a real bad concussion because I had trouble walking without running into stuff. And that's how I knew I had a bad concussion. He hit me right on my temple really hard. And I had already been headbutted there once before from fighting in the Tough Man. Which, if you guys don't know, it's a tournament, a boxing tournament Tough Man is, that I fought in a few times. I'm not going to say what state it is in, but some of you might know. But anyway, hang on, let me get a couple hits. So, I end up with a concussion, and at first I was alright. I was hanging in there. In fact, I was even already training for the next fight with a concussion. But, I was also smoking weed on top of my concussion, and I went back into psychosis from where I'd done the psychedelics in 2019. And, yeah, that stuff just messed me up pretty good, the psychosis stuff. But anyway, I think it was a combination of the concussion and the smoking of the pot that put me back into psychosis. Because I was fine for like a full year smoking pot again. But I found out that stuff's no good for me anymore. But anyway, so I end up having to go to the hospital eventually because I get all out of whack. And I just wasn't myself. So I had to go and spend some time in another psych ward. And while I was there, I wasn't seeing anything like paranormal. Everyone I saw just looked like you and me, like any normal person would. Okay? But something happened the last night that I was in that hospital that I will never forget, and that I will never unsee, and that I know in my heart of hearts was real, what I actually seen that night. And yeah, basically what it is was I got my boxing shoes back that I wore in to the hospital. I got those back the last night that I was there, And if you don't know, boxing shoes are also ninja shoes. They make you really quiet on your feet. But I remember they made us all go to bed really early this night for some reason. And me and my roommate were talking in the bedroom about the uh, the reason why they made us go to bed early. We were talking about that, and we both thought that something was up. And sure enough, lo and behold, we was right. Something definitely was up. But let me get a couple more hits and we'll get back to this story. Let me finish the cigarette. So basically, what happened was we go to bed and think not too much of it after we talked about it. And we just did what they told us to do because we had to listen to the rules of the hospital, or else we could get in trouble and have to stay even longer. And I wanted to get up out of there. I don't like being locked up in a hospital. That's not the place for me. That's why I've been to psych wards multiple times and I never stayed there, because that's not the place for me. I'm not a crazy person. I just have schizophrenia with psychotic symptoms and I gotta take meds for it. But as far as being a crazy person, no, I'm not a crazy person. But some of you might think I am after I tell this next part of the story. But anyway, I don't care. This has to be discussed. I do want to tell the tale and make it known to what I saw. And I will explain some things at the end. But anyway, nobody else was like shape-shifting and turning into things. So I knew it wasn't me hallucinating in my mind. You know, I was doing good at this point. It was my last night there. And I was taking my meds every day, so I definitely wasn't seeing paranormal stuff. Like, I wasn't seeing demons and stuff. But I wake up at about 2:30 in the morning, somewhere around there. I remember because I did look at the clock before I went back to my room. But when I stepped out of the room and turned the corner to look, I saw something that'll change my life forever, and I'll never forget it. Uh, there was this guy that worked at the hospital. He was an actual worker there, and he looked red, and he was literally like, he looked like the fucking devil. Like, it might even been the devil himself. I literally think I had a run-in with the devil himself. But anyway, back to the story. I walk I walk about 10, 15 feet up the hallway and he didn't notice me. And then I said, "Well, good morning," just like that. And he about jumped out of his fucking shoes. He was so scared. I think he shit himself a little bit. And whenever I did that, he turned right back to a normal person, like nothing happened. And then, after I get my water and stuff and get back to my room, I wake back up at like 7, 7:30 in the morning, and it was time to get our vitals and stuff, because in the hospital they make you take your vitals and stuff and keep check on you. And when I went to get my vitals done, I turned the corner and Red Dude was there again doing his shape-shifting acts. And I do believe in, like, you know, the Bible and stuff and the Lord, but I also do believe in the same vein, and it has to be true. If there's a God, there's a devil. And a lot of people do believe that, but to actually see it in real life, not a lot of people believe that can happen. But I believe it can, and I think that's exactly what I saw. And he was either the devil himself, or he was a person who was highly in the ranks of the satanic army, who like follow Satan and worship him and know how to do these shape-shifting acts. But either way, it was something that I will never forget, and it'll be in the back of my mind forever, because that moment changed my life forever, and it made me think about life a lot differently after I had that run-in with what I believe very well could have been the devil himself. But I don't want to ramble on and make this video too long. That's pretty much the end of the story. I just wanted to get on here and share the paranormal thing that I saw that night. And this will be the last video for the night. I'm just kind of winding down for the night and getting ready to go to work tomorrow again, get back on my grind, you know. As a man, you should always be on your grind. That's a very big thing about being a man. Be on your grind, go to work every day, stack up your money if you can. Just try to do the right things in life. But anyway, without further ado, please do like, share, comment, subscribe. All that stuff helps out tremendously with growing an audience, and I need an audience badly. Because I want my videos to reach more people so that they can inspire people and stuff like that with some of my videos I make. And also, you know, just share different topics and get my unique experiences that I've been through out to the world. But, you know, that really is about it for this video. I just wanted to get on here and shoot the shit with you guys one more time, because that one story was on my mind and I wanted to tell it badly. And something just possessed me to want to tell that story tonight before I went to bed. So here it is. This will be the last one for the night. And I'll probably make at least one tomorrow. Another story time probably. But that's really going to be about it for this video. Starkey 2014 out.